Hello, my Livy loves. Welcome back to a new Pick a Card reading. This is Dr. V, and today we're going to go in deep on what your twin flame, your soulmate, your immortal beloved wants to tell you. What is it that they really want you to know that they may not be communicating at this time, because you may be in some form of struggle or separation with little to no contact. Now, within that, we're going to be looking at a few things. We're going to be looking at how do they feel about you in this connection at this time? What blocks may they be experiencing at this time? Like, what's really blocking them? You know, sometimes we have these, shadows and triggers within us that sometimes we have a hard time communicating or talking about because it requires a certain level of vulnerability, right? So we're going to be looking at that. We're also going to get specific messages from their higher self to you. What would they say to you at this time if they could? And we'll be ending with what next steps would they like to take towards you and this connection. So if you are new to this channel, I am so happy that you're here. Welcome. If my readings resonate with you, make sure that you do hit that subscribe button and join this incredible Live Tarot community. So without further ado, let's get into your affirmation of the day. And after that, we'll get into your card choices. So I'm so happy that you guys have been enjoying the affirmations. Make sure that you leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of a reading. And along with that, you can also write your affirmation in the box below. And today's is all about us getting light, feeling like we're just shedding our old skin and we're just lightening the load, no more baggage so that we can soar. So today's affirmation is, I let go of all that doesn't serve me. I let go of all things that do not serve me so that I can fly free. Oh, I just love it. So make sure you put that in your vibration today and live it every single day. Now, today's reading, I wanted to do a fun theme. So today's theme is going to be a garden theme. And that's why I have these flowers right here. And we have 3 gardens here for you to choose from. So make sure that you are gentle with yourself. You can pick garden number 1, garden number 2, garden number 3, or you can pick them all and take the messages that resonate for you and your situation and leave the rest. Please do know that this is a general reading, so not everything is going to apply to you. If you would like to have guidance on your unique journey, that's what a personal reading is for. And if you'd like to have one with me, the link to that is in the box below. So here is your first garden, butterfly garden. So if you would like to relax, take a deep breath, meditate, and see which of these you feel most guided to in order to make your selection. All right, your garden number 2 is the red garden. And your garden number 3 is the rose garden. All right, my loves, go ahead and make your selection and we'll get ahead and get started with the butterfly garden. All right, my loves who chose butterfly garden, here is your reading where we're going to be looking at what your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved wants to tell you. What is it that they want to tell you? What kinds of blocks are they experiencing right now, which they may not be able to communicate with you? How are they feeling about you? And then we're going to look at what are their next steps. So let's take a look here. Wow. So this is some very interesting energy coming through here, because what I'm feeling is that your love, they have definitely been dealing with a lot of split energy. I feel like at that deep soul level, they have a desire. They have a desire to speed up this connection. I feel like deep down inside, they really do feel that you guys have not moved forward, or have not been able to come together as quickly as they would want. As in, there's definitely a lag period that is going on in this particular connection, that your person feels like that there's been a lot of this let's watch and wait kind of energy. And there's been a lot of, kind of like 2 steps forward, 2 steps back kind of energy. And so I am feeling some level of frustration here that I feel that both of you are feeling, with some also feelings of impatience, as in, you know what, there's this energy that when you first came together, both of you at a very deep level just knew this is the one. Okay, this is the person for me. And I feel that when that happened, there was a lot of fast moving energy because of that kind of confirmation, right? Because you guys had this very strong level of confirmation of knowing, this kind of very deep level of knowing that, no, this is my person. This is the person that I know I want to move forward with, because I feel like we understand each other at a level that nobody else does. Now, I feel like that is the energy that is coming from you, beautiful one who's watching this. Like, I feel like you really were able to open up yourself and open up your heart and become very raw with this person. Because I feel like in doing so, it was really part of your healing process. And I feel like you had come to a point in your life where you were ready to open up that healing. As in, I feel like you didn't feel like this was something you needed to hide. You were ready to release everything from the past that didn't serve you. And I think that's so interesting that that's coming through here again, because that's in alignment with today's affirmation of the day. So I feel like you, beautiful one watching this, when you met this person, you were very open. You were very open to sharing your experiences, your wins, your losses, your vulnerability, things that you've been carrying along, because you felt so comfortable. You felt that you could trust this person because they're your person, right? So you felt very vulnerable and trusting. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have trusted them, but I feel like what happened here is that your person couldn't reciprocate at that level. So as in, as much as they love you, as much as they wanted to be with you, as much as they wanted this relationship to move forward quickly with this 8 of Wands, it's like, boom, you guys both just knew that you wanted this, You both wanted this, and you were not afraid of it moving forward quickly. There was something about how you connected with one another that you felt like it was just natural moving forward quickly. And I'm not even feeling that you guys are the type of people who normally would move forward quickly. I feel like, in the past, you have taken your time, but with this person, it's like when you know, you just know. So you guys were both on the same page with that. You wanted this to move forward fast. But what I feel happened here that your person wants to tell you is that they were not as ready to open up the raw wounds of their lives as you were. So they feel that they let you down in the sense that you opened up so much to them. You were ready to release all your past wounds. You felt that this connection was part of your healing process. And initially, I think they felt it too, but then something happened here where they just couldn't do it. Like they just couldn't open up to you in the way that they should have, in the way that you opened up to them. So the reciprocity, that equal give and take, wasn't there. See, you have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. So they want to tell you that they weren't able to release these issues that they had. Okay, there was some sort of bitterness, some sort of past pain that they were not able to or willing to just quite yet release. And that is why I feel that you may have gotten into some issues, some problems here with this Four of Cups energy. Like I feel like here you were opening everything up, and here they are with this Four of Cups saying, I want to, but I can't. I want to, but I won't. There was something here that was very, very stuck energy for them emotionally. There was a lot of dissatisfaction in your person that was brewing up. And this is not your fault. This is part of their journey and who they are. And so they want you to know, they want to tell you that they really regret this because they went through a lot of darkness. They were going through a lot of darkness that they were not wanting to share with you because they were afraid that it would ruin the connection. It's almost like they didn't want to drag you down with them. They didn't want to drag you down into their negativity, into their dissatisfaction. And so that's why you guys kind of went into this Three of Wands, like, okay, well, now let's just wait and see how this goes. Okay, we're not quite sure. Things, kind of are getting a little bit stalled, even though initially there was a lot of fast moving energy with that Eight of Wands, right? Why are things now stalling? We're getting into this energy of a slowdown that neither of us really wanted. And so the other thing that they want to tell you is that what they're really trying to do right now, these have been their blocks, right? This is what has really blocked them, is that they have had a hard time healing these wounds. What they have brought into this relationship, into this connection, has been definitely some sort of heavier energies of loss, of abandonment, of darkness, of things that are holding them back. And part of it is also their own identity. Surrender to the magic of who you are. Like there's been some sort of part of them that they have not been able to accept, right? And so when you can't fully accept yourself, it is so difficult to accept the love of others, right? So there's definitely something here where it's really about them coming into their own identity. Because I feel like there is a bit of a disconnect here where like you are much more sure of who you are. Like I said, you felt that being with this person was definitely enhancing your healing process, right? But this person, they are not quite where you are. That's another thing that they want to tell you, is that they feel bad about the fact that they are not quite in that same energy that you are in. They're not quite as positive as you are. See, we all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. So this is the part of where it's like also a bit of this magician's energy, is that they want to manifest you. They want to be with you, but they need to also embrace who they really are and open that up to you. Let them see you. Let you see them, warts and all. So there's something here about their warts, like those shadowy aspects of themselves that they didn't want you to see, that they were too ashamed or embarrassed or not comfortable to let you see. And they know that that was a mistake, because that would also have helped them to heal, right? That this could have been a really beautiful, mutual, compassionate, loving, healing experience. See, open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. So they want to tell you that this is what they have struggled with. So let's take a look at what are some specific messages. What would they say to you from their higher self? What would they say to you? From their higher self. What else do they want to tell you? Wow. Oh boy. Oh wow. Okay. This is amazing. So see, to me, this is so much in alignment with what we have already seen. Isn't this amazing? See, this is what they did. When times got tough, I gave up on you too soon. See? So definitely they did give up on this. So if you're in some form of separation, they are really regretting this, right? Because they couldn't open up, because they couldn't release these patterns. They couldn't deal with their own rawness, right? Their own vulnerabilities. They gave up on you too soon. They weren't able to really meet you where they needed to, right? I'm feeling lost and I don't know what to do about it. Well, there you have it. We have that same issue of identity, of them needing to figure out how to come out of this darkness, you know, into self-discovery. Because again, until they know who they are and what they want and where they're going and why they have been struggling like this, how can they give you the love that you deserve, right? So this is the thing. They want to come back. Would I be rejected if I contacted you? Do you still want me? So this is something that they are wondering about. So let's take a look at what actions they will be taking then, if that's the case. What actions do they want to take next? Oh, beautiful. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, look at this. Wow. So see how lovely this is. So what they want to tell you is so clear. Look at this. They've been working on themselves, their self-worth. Look at this. Their self-esteem, their confidence. They've been working on this. Values, self-esteem, confidence. Be empowered by valuing yourself. They want to receive this love. Look at this, open-minded, abundant, ready. It's your time to receive. And look at this. They're coming to you with an offer because they want an outcome, results, conclusion, ending. You will get a resolution, as in they want this outcome and they want it with you. They want to receive this love back into their life because they are ready. What I love about this is that they are absolutely coming into seeing who they really are, right? Once you develop the self-worth, it's so beautiful how it definitely comes full circle, right? Once you start seeing yourself as that precious soul that you truly are, and you're seeing how much you truly deserve, that's how you come out of the darkness. That's how you release, right? That's how you release all that baggage that you are carrying around so that you can truly surrender to the magic of who you really are. And that's what's so beautiful. So I'm loving the fact that they are manifesting you, okay? They are manifesting you. and themselves by surrendering to the magic of who they really are. And from there, they are so ready to receive. If you are ready to have them back into your life. So I feel like it's going to be your decision here. So that is so fantastic. I am so happy, guys. Let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, the link is in the box below, as well as the link to all of these oracle decks that I've created, especially for all of you who are on this journey. And in this reading, these are the two that I used. So if you haven't already, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and share. It means so much to me. Thank you guys for being here. I love you, and I'll see you all on the next video. All right, my beauties who chose the red garden, here is your reading where we are finding out what your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved wants to tell you. What do they want you to know about their thoughts and feelings? Also about what may be blocking them from fully coming into this connection. We're also going to get specific messages from their higher self to you. And we're going to end with what they want to do next. What steps are they going to take next towards this connection? So let's start off here. We have the Nine of Cups, we have the King of Cups, and we have the Page of Pentacles. Now, this is really interesting. So we're getting a lot of emotional energy coming through. So your person right now is definitely going through a very emotional time. And we're also getting a really good transitioning energy here, where I do feel that part of the reason why there may be some sort of struggle or some sort of separation at this time is because of timing. I do feel that for many of you, it's the right person, the wrong time. You know how sometimes it's very many different types of combinations of journeys, right? Sometimes it's the right time, but it's the wrong person, right? But in this case, I really do feel that your issues here were more about timing, were about the path towards the kind of union that you would really want, not being particularly clear. And so I do feel that when you guys met, when you fell in love, this person, your twin flame, your soulmate, they were very much in the energy of Nine of Cups. So they were really focused on hitting it out of the ballpark when it came to their own life. Like they were very, very independent. They were really focused on fulfilling their own wishes, their own desires. They were really focused on just self-satisfaction. And that's actually a good thing, because I'm not feeling from them that when they met you, when they fell in love with you, that they were actually looking for love. And you know, sometimes when you least expect it, when you are not looking for it, can oftentimes be when love literally comes into your life and sweeps you off your feet, right? So I do feel that initially, I think when they started feeling this very deep connection, the sparks started flying between the two of you. I also feel that there was something about this meeting, this connection that was fortuitous for your person, as in what it did was that it really helped them to connect to their deeper feelings around, is it time to be in a relationship? Do I want to be in a relationship? Do I feel that I have reached some sort of a level enough of personal satisfaction that now I'm ready to bring somebody else into my life. I'm ready to share my sense of success, my sense of well-being, my sense of satisfaction. Do I want to share that with somebody? And I do feel very much that you coming into their life made them ask this question. And this was a question that they really hadn't asked in a while, because like I said before, they would seem to be very, very fulfilled on their own. But you know, that's actually, again, a very good thing. You know, when you meet someone who is very whole that way, they're very fulfilled, and they've reached a sense of satisfaction on their own, and they're not really looking for love, that can be a good thing, because there's no neediness there. There's no desperation. There's no wanting to attach to you, beautiful one, for all the wrong reasons, right? There's no neediness here. So that is a really lovely energy that is coming through. Now, I'm also feeling that your person, one of the things that they were also focused on at this time was, you know, learning new things, having new experiences. So that was very much part of that Nine of Cups energy. You know, they were really at a stage where they felt like, wow, you know, the world is my oyster. I have so many things to see, experience, and learn. I'm still a student of life. You know, so they had a very vibrant, probably also very youthful energy. Not that it matters how old they are, but I feel like the youthful energy is a matter of mindset and perspective, right? So you can be any age, but have a really enthusiastic energy. I'm feeling from your person also that this is somebody who loves to learn new things. They love to have new adventures and new experiences. And so I do feel that part of what they want to tell you is that in this connection, as you guys came together, you started to get to know one another, they really felt like their world was expanding even more, right? That they could learn things with you, that you were also matching them in that energy. You were kind of like that partner in crime that they never even knew that they were looking for until they met you, right? Because they were kind of like, you know, doing good on their own, right? So I feel like there may have been some issues here with timing, as in, you know, sometimes when love comes to you when you least expect it, it's a bit of mental gymnastics, you know. It can be a little bit disconcerting. It can be a little bit surprising. It can throw you off your path. And so I do feel that your person wants to tell you that as much as they love you, as much as they loved meeting you and connecting with you, they started to feel the kind of desire, the kind of deep desire and longing and connection that made them veer a bit off their path. Because I do feel with this Nine of Cups, they were on a specific path. Look at this portal right here. And look at them climbing up. So I do feel that your person, they felt that they were on the rise here. Not that you brought them down, but it's their own sense of like, I was going somewhere and I was happy with that. I wasn't looking for love, but then you just came into my life as this incredible storm and shook everything up. And as much as I love you, it took me a little bit off my path. It made me feel a little bit lost because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't expecting it. I was so focused on myself. See? So it's like they still have certain things that they want to do, certain things that they need to get done in life. Certain responsibilities that they feel towards themselves as well as to others. And that's why I feel like if there has been some sort of struggle or separation here, it is exactly because of that. The timing wasn't exactly right for them. They had to kind of course correct, right, on this path. They've had to make sure that their desire for you, their love for you, their connection to you doesn't take them off of their path towards some other things that they really wanted to accomplish. And that is why I feel like they have definitely been trying to navigate where do their true priorities lie. And that's been a definite issue for them. They've been trying to prioritize what is right for them. And also, I feel like they may have stepped back a little or gotten a bit scared off because of the level of desire and emotion that you elicit within them. So there's a bit of this terrified energy coming through as well with this King of Cups, like, oh my gosh, you are bringing out energies, emotions within me that I had kind of kept locked up for a while because I was pursuing other priorities, right? So you brought out a lot in them. You are truly unlocking doors in their heart that had been shut and locked for quite a while. And that's one of the main things that they want to tell you that they haven't been able to, is that the effect that you've had on this person is far deeper than maybe what you even understand, because they may have denied it. Okay, so that's another block here. It's like they want to tell you that they have been in denial or have been denying to you the effect that you have on them. You have a very deep effect on them, but they try to act like you don't. They try to downplay it because, again, this King of Cups is a very overwhelming emotion for them. So they've been trying to deny and downplay how much you mean to them, how much your words, your thoughts, your opinions actually weigh on them, like how much value your entire presence has in their life. And that's not good, right? They shouldn't have been denying that, because that's not what's right for the connection, right? So because that can really put a lot of restrictive energy around the connection itself. Now, for some of you, this is not going to resonate for everybody, but I'm also feeling a special message here for some of you that your person may have a child, children, or young people from a previous relationship or from their current family that they also feel responsible towards. So that's another thing that they have been focusing on. And again, in that Nine of Cups, like they've just been prioritizing their role as a parent or a mentor, aunt, uncle, or whatever it is. But I feel like for some of you, that's also been an issue here where they've been prioritizing that for a long time. And so they had kind of shut off this energy, right? And so that's also been something that they've been struggling with, is how do they make this transition where they can include you into that picture as well. So let's take a look at what are some specific messages here. What would they say to you? What do they want to tell you from their higher self? Yeah. So I feel like for some of you, there has been some sort of a falling out that has happened here, where your person may have been trying to move on because they may not have been ready for this, right? Remember, we talked about how they were not looking necessarily for a relationship or love in their life when they met you. They may have been distracted by these priorities right here, their responsibilities, life duties, right? They may have kind of cut themselves off from this King of Cups energy. So they may have tried to move on because there may have been some sort of a falling out where they may have told you, look, I just can't do this at this time. Or you may have said, yeah, I can't do this at this time because you're not prioritizing me and I deserve to be prioritized. See, I'm trying to move on, but thoughts of you still linger and I can't control them. Okay, so they're still thinking of you. If you're wondering You know, have they fully moved on? Do they not care? Was I just never a priority and I'm still not? Well, no, you are definitely haunting them, because look at this. I love you, but I'm afraid to reach out and have you reject me. So there's a bit of insecurity that is also going on here, because again, like I said, they were so focused on this path. And now their feelings, the depth of their connection, attraction, and desire for you is literally like a wake-up call. It's literally a wake-up call, because see, I still see your smiling face in my mind's eye. See, they think you're so beautiful. Your loving energy, everything about you was such a beautiful and pleasant surprise. This love was a total surprise to them. They weren't ready for it, but it was such a good surprise, right? But they do need to regroup here, okay, for the mistakes that they may have made, the ways in which they may have pushed this away, not even really wanting to push it away. I think there's been a bit of confusion, miscommunication that has gone on here as well. So Spirit, can you please tell us what action, what next steps does your person want to take here towards you? Yeah, see? Oh, wow, see? Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I love it. Yes. So here's what they want to tell you. They want to tell you that absolutely, see, when you guys met, they were not awakened. They were not in a state of awakening to love. They were just focused on a lot of other things, you know? Like I said, they were going about their world, right? Like that was the energy. And they were really unawakened. They were unaware. And this hit them, like I said, like you were like this incredible storm that came and shook up everything, but in a really good way. And so now they are awakening to the fact that you guys are on a sacred journey here together. Look at this. Understand who you truly are. This journey brings self-discovery. So you have definitely helped them to come to this beautiful new place on this journey, that there is a sacred journey that is happening here, and it is between the two of you. And so here is what they want to do. I love this card. I love this card when it shows up in a really positive way, which is they want to chase you. In pursuit, convincing, let them go and let them be. But see, that's what you may have done, right? You may have said, I'm not going to chase you, because I value myself more than that. But now they want to come back and make this happen with you, because the timing is going to be right. Wow, wonderful. So please do let me know what you thought of this reading in the comments below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of these oracle decks that I've created for you, all of the links are in the box below and at livetarot.com. These are the two that I used in this reading. And thank you guys so much for being here. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, like, and share. I love you, and I'll see you all on the next video. All right, my beauties who chose the Rose Garden, here is your reading. We're going to be looking at what your twin flame soulmate beloved wants to tell you. What is it that they want you to know about their thoughts and feelings about you? What has been blocking them? You know, what they've been struggling with in this connection. We're also going to get specific messages from their higher self to you. And then we're going to end with what next steps they want to take towards you and this connection. So let's get started here with your tarot. So we have the King of Wands, we have the Eight of Cups, and we're getting the Two of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Wow. Okay, so what I'm getting here is the energy of somebody who could not see clearly due to a lot of kind of, you know, emotional and mental layers of delusion, right? There's definitely issues here that really have to do with your person's ability to make really great decisions when it comes to this connection. I mean, it's coming through very, very strongly. I feel like one of the things that they want you to know, what they really want to tell you, is that they did not make the right decisions when it came to you and their love for you. And that is what they regret the most, that they did not make the right choices. This is something that they are feeling very, very, I don't want to say, I want to give you the right word here. They're feeling almost ashamed of this because they feel like, wow, what the heck is wrong with me? Like, I'm not a kid. You know, this is not my first rodeo, like, you know, as in, like, I've been in relationships before. I've seen what it's like when it's not right. I've met the wrong people in the past. I've learned from those experiences. And now when I finally meet the right person, which is you, why did I repeat the cycle? Why did I not make the right choices? What is it in me? You know, what is it in me? So I do feel that your person really does sometimes have a hard time with accepting situations and people in their life as they are versus how they want them to be. Okay, so this is an issue because look how we're getting this Two of Swords in reverse, which tells us right there that, first of all, they know, and they want to tell you that they did not make the right decision. So if this is a situation where they have walked away, or they have stopped communicating with you, or vice versa, you've stopped communicating with one another, they want to tell you that this was the wrong decision for them. They really regret that they haven't communicated. They really regret that they may have walked away. This was absolutely the wrong decision because they feel like that what they were supposed to do instead was walk away from everything that doesn't serve them, but not walk away from you because you were kind of the only one thing that was the right thing for them. 8 of Cups. So they feel like walking away from you was absolutely the wrong decision. And what they should have done was walk away from their own false beliefs, as well as some false people too, I feel, in their life. I do feel that there are some negative influences that are coming through here, some sort of false beliefs that are coming through here. But I feel like one of the main issues here that your person does have, and we're going to get into the false beliefs in people, is what is it about them not being able to fully accept what is? So they do have a tendency to be a bit in the clouds, to be a bit in not wanting to accept you as well as other people in their life for the truth of what they are, right? As in, like, they had certain issues with wanting you to act the way they want you to. And I feel like they understand now, and they want to tell you that they know that that was really unfair. I think they had some sort of expectations of you to behave or make choices that they wanted you to make, not necessarily the choice that you wanted to make. I think they expected a certain type of behavior from you that they didn't get. But I feel like whatever that expectation was wrong. They shouldn't have expected you to behave in those ways because that was impinging upon your free will to do whatever it is that is right for you, right? So I feel like they really struggled with this. There was a lot of resistance that they had towards just letting you be, giving you the space, giving you that beautiful sacred space to be exactly the beautiful person that you are. So one of the things that they want to tell you is that they realize that that was wrong. But look at this, they lost their balance somewhere along the way. So in certain expectations that they had of you, that I feel that they may have accused you of not meeting those expectations. And that's another thing that they want to tell you that was wrong. So I do feel that there's some sort of pain, some sort of sadness here that is around the fact that they expected certain things from you and you stood your ground, you stood in your truth, and you said, it's not up to me to do that. That's not my role. That's not my job here. You can't expect that from me. You don't control my emotions. You don't control what I do or what I don't do, or who I want in my life and who I don't want in my life. And that is where they lost the balance. Okay, so they want to tell you that they literally lost balance here because they became too focused upon trying to get something, some sort of a reaction from you, behavior from you, something that they wanted from you that they were not getting. But what they couldn't figure out was why was that wrong? Like they weren't seeing that. And I feel like it had something to do with them comparing you to other people. That's why I feel like there's an energy coming through here of definitely other influences or people around them that your person was influenced by into making some really bad decisions. And I'm not saying that that absolves them from any responsibility, because it does not. Eventually, it is still their decision. So if they have misbehaved, if they have been disrespectful or hurtful towards you, they need to own that. I mean, that's on them. It doesn't matter if there was a third party somewhere who was egging them on or poisoning them against you, because I'm feeling like there were those kind of energies going on. But still, it's their responsibility, right? You are the love of their life. They can't just let that happen, right? So I feel like there was something here where they were comparing you to someone else, to other people. And again, they were not wanting to love and accept you exactly as you are. There was something that they wanted from you that was different, and it wasn't fair. It wasn't right of them to see you that way. And so the other thing that they want to tell you is, look at this. They realized that they couldn't discern what was real and what was false. They couldn't see the truth of the matter at the time. See, you are developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion, right? So there's definitely illusion that was happening here. And fear, right? Because I feel like the reason why they expected you to behave in certain ways, or they wanted something out of you that you weren't doing, was also coming from some sense of fear that they had, that they needed to control something in this relationship, in this situation. Like you had to do something that was out of character for you in order to make them feel stable in the situation, in order to make them feel secure in the situation. And that's just not right. And so that is why we're also getting an energy here of them finally wanting to step into this King of Wands. Okay, this is a good thing, because if your person in the past and what has caused this struggle or separation, if they have been influenced by other people, if they have been, comparing you to other people, then them now finally finding this balance and stepping into this King of Wands energy tells me that they're finally empowering themselves, because the King of Wands, the King of Wands energy does not let other people walk all over them or influence them in the wrong way or poison them because they use their own mind, their own heart, their own spirit to judge what is right and wrong for them. So there's a lot of passion coming through here. Your person is feeling, they want you to know, they want to tell you that they're feeling a lot of passion for you at this time. They're feeling a lot of purpose in this connection. They feel like they have found their purpose again. They have found their balance again, and they've found their voice again. Like they have cleared, or they are in the process now of clearing the negativity, the veils of illusion, other people's voices, other people's influence. They're clearing that energy. They're finding their balance. They're discerning. They're looking at this from the eyes of truth now. And I do feel that with this Eight of Cups, they are now willing to put this behind them. So whatever this was that they misbehaved, that they just made those wrong choices and they let other people's opinions, you know, veil them, like veil their eyes, they're going to put it behind them with this Eight of Cups right here. So what are some specific messages that they have for you from their higher self? What would they say to you at this time? See? Yeah. So I feel that, you know, for some of you, there has definitely been some sort of separation where you may have decided that you don't want to deal with this bullshit, because I'm feeling a strong energy. This is not for everybody. This is for some of you, that there was a lot of BS going on with a third party. Now, I always say third party doesn't necessarily always mean a romantic third party. It can be any other person or situation that is negatively affecting your twin flame soulmate beloved, right? That is distracting them away in the wrong way from their love for you, or is getting in the way. So that's why I feel like for some of you, there was a lot of BS that went on here. You may have just dumped their booty. Like you may have just dumped this person for now, right? Or then you're like kind of thinking, what is it that you want to do? What's your next move, you know? And you may be very much focused on yourself and your own happiness. And if they've seen this, this is what it is doing to them. It hurts to see online that you've moved on with your life. So you may be, you know, getting on with it in a big way. You may be doing fantastic. They may have lost you. I wouldn't be surprised, because there is a lot of BS that's coming through in this energy. Our beliefs were just too different. I couldn't reconcile mine to yours. So see, this is it. It's all of this stuff. They're blocks. The blocks that they were experiencing. I think a lot of it also, some of these things that they were trying to influence you. They wanted you to behave in a certain way. They wanted you to do certain things. I feel like they've chalked that up. For many of them have seen it as, oh, well, your beliefs are different from mine. Our beliefs are not the same. So, you know, they may be trying to justify their actions here, which also, you know, is not fair, but they need to. That's why I feel like many of them are still stuck in this energy. Many of them are coming to the truth, right? There's a spectrum here of journeys. Everywhere I go, I look around as if you will magically be there. Okay, so they are definitely missing you. That is for sure. There's definitely regret here. There's definitely the energy of missing you, because they know here, right? Deep down inside, whether they have admitted it to themselves or not. Some of them have, some of them haven't, but they're getting there, right? They're going through the process right now, the rebalancing process here. It's like they truly miss you. You know, they are longing for you. That's why we're also getting that King of Wands energy of like feeling a very deep, deep passion. Right? So what are their next steps, Spirit? What next steps do they want to take towards you? And this can, oh my gosh, that's amazing. See? Oh, thank you. What did we say today? Just when we were talking about them not giving you that sacred space to be yourself, right? There it is. What are their next steps? Oh, beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, so I'm feeling for many of you who have dumped their booty or who have like stepped away from this person, it really, really hurt them. Okay, they felt like their life came unraveled. They feel like losing you or being in some form of temporary separation or distance from you has literally been a tower moment for them. Okay, it's just, I feel like they didn't see it coming. For many of you who have stepped away from this, they didn't see this coming, and it hit them really, really hard, really hard. And they realized that they really took advantage of this. Like, they didn't give you the sacred space that we all have to give to the people that we love and vice versa. We give to each other of unconditional acceptance of who you are. Like, you have that space from me out of my love, out of my respect, that you can be exactly who you are. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to, do things to prove anything to me. You don't have to behave in ways that only I approve of, or else I don't feel good. And then I'm going to tell you, no, 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 don't do that. Do this, do this. No, they realize that they didn't give you that space. And they are finally coming to that discernment, that truth. And look what they want. They want to come towards you in romance again, because they know that whatever this was, it killed the romance between you. At least temporarily, it has literally killed the romance, right? Nothing kills romance faster than this kind of BS, right? So what they want to do is reestablish that romance, that revel, that flow. They want to savor. They want to open up this romance again. And I'm not surprised, because that's, to me, very much part of this King of Wands energy. Ooh, I love it. Love it. So do let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of my oracle decks, the links are in the box below, or you can just go to livetarot.com. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, like, and share. I love you guys, and I'll see you all on the next video.